All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We are I'm gonna share my screen. My name is Wandishin, and I'm with my friend Janine, and we're so excited to join you tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit about the drops. We're gonna talk about just how to get healthier holistically. And our friend Lisa Finn, she's gonna share some of her just her wins with the drops and this awesome business. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about my journey. I'm going to have Janine share a little bit about her journey. And we're going to talk about the drops and what the drops do, what they're about, and how this viral product is truly making a difference for people all over the world. It's incredible. So I started on the drops. I was introduced to the drops about 14, 15 months ago. I had every single one of the symptoms here listed with the exception of adult acne. I have had that experience. It's not very fun, but I did not have that 14, 15 months ago, but I had
So
all of these.
what do I need any of that to start?
Um, so what the drops do is the drops are hormone free, they're stimulant free, but they do help to balance the foundational hormones. So that's what we're going to kind of talk about tonight. The reason I was having a lot of these symptoms is that a lot of my foundational hormones were out of balance, like insulin and cortisol and thyroid and leptin and ghrelin. And so as a result, I also was menopausal and am menopausal, but it wasn't just the menopausal, it wasn't just the sex hormones like the estrogen and the testosterone and the progesterone that were out of balance. It was that really the foundational ones. So I was pre-diabetic prior to starting on the drops, and within 3 months of being on the drops, and we don't make any medical claims, I'm just sharing my experience. The drops helped get me back into the normal range where my A1C was in the normal range again finally. And I didn't have to use any medication, which is incredible, right? So we're just going to get into like the drops are from a company called Partner.co. Again, we're in over 50 countries, which is incredible. So there are people using the drops in the United States are homeopathic. In the other parts of the world, there it's an herbal blend. And that's just because of the different, health requirements in different countries. But in the United States, we get to have the homeopathic blend, which I absolutely love. So, one of the things that we love, right, Janine?
Cheers.
We love this product right here, Burn. It's one of our favorites. And what I love is that we have so many products. So the drops are really like are kind of like it's the product that you kind of like open the door and take a peek into Partner Go. And what we have found is that these products are second to none. Um, and we're going to talk a little bit more about why they're different. Um, but as you can see, we have a lot of different categories that we have, like that our products fall under. So whether it's increasing your energy, your immune health, or stress support, collagen, each one of the things that you see listed here is a multi-billion-dollar category alone. Like balancing hormones, that's a multi-billion-dollar category by itself. Okay. So we love that because what that means is that these are things that people are interested in our world right now. So this is Dr. Ray Strand. He is our chief medical officer. He got his MD from the University of Colorado. He lives in South Dakota. I've met him. He is incredible. He's turns 80 years old this year. He is one of the doctors that helped develop our products. He's very passionate. You can look at these are books that he has authored, and I think he has a new book that you can find on Amazon. What I love about Dr. Ray Strand is that he has been passionate about helping people to get healthier holistically before it was even a thing. He has taught people how to eat clean, eat healthy, move their body, make better choices. But he loves incorporating the drops because the drops help people release twice as much weight as diet alone. They also, we call them like liquid discipline. They help they help with bringing those foundational hormones into balance so that your cravings are for healthier foods and not junk food. So the drops are clinically proven, doctor recommended. We have so many clinical studies. They're hormone free, stimulant free, safe, and effective. What I love, and I'm sure Janine can attest to this too, and all the other people who who maybe invited you onto this call, is that the drops help balance all of these things right here, like your hormones that, like I said, that would like curbing the appetite, increasing your energy, and like boosting your mood, you're supporting your thyroid, like stabilizing your sugar. So these are all really, really important things for me. That stabilizing the blood sugar was probably the most important. And I can't believe that that happened in just a 3-month period of time. So what we do recommend when you take the liquid discipline is to eat from the approved food list. Um, when I first saw this list, I was like, because I've eaten like this before. I'm sure you have too, Janine.
Yes.
And what I love is that with the drops, you actually start to crave these foods, right?
Yes.
And for the first time in my life, I was able to follow this approved food list and not have it really helped with like minimizing the cravings, or the cravings went away. So then I was craving the lean meat, healthy fats, vegetables, and there's a few different fruits that we recommend because they're low glycemic. And what this does, this is not, so some people are like, oh, is this forever? No, this is, most people who want to get on the drops, they're looking for something. Maybe they're looking for weight loss. Maybe they don't sleep through the night. Maybe they have, maybe they struggle with insulin resistance and they need to bring their A1C down. Maybe they have, chronic pain. Maybe they have like, I don't know, just different, maybe their mood is off. That was one of the things that happened for me. So what the drops do, what we recommend is following this as strict as you can to achieve your goal. Once you achieve your goal, then you know what? The whole goal, Dr. Strand says, is then it's gonna like, hopefully you're gonna have better habits. And so then when you let's say you start like 80-20 or 90-10 with the approved food list, but you've improved your habits with moving your body, drinking your water, getting proper sleep, taking your drops, eating the healthy foods. So then your body it's like a reset. So some people that reset takes like 3 months. Some people it takes 6 months. Some people it takes a year. Some people it might take 2 years. Everyone's body is different. And so we just really want to listen to the body and give it what it needs and recognize that this is a holistic approach. So it's not like this, it's not medicine. So I would love for you to share, Janine. I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you Janine's photo, because I want Janine to share just a little bit about her experience. Oops, sorry.
I'll take looking like Kristen.
You want to look like Kristen?
Sure. Absolutely.
She's so great. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm being challenged for just a moment. Hold on. Oh, there's Matt.
That's another great photo.
I don't know what I'm doing here, you guys. I'm being challenged. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna, here we go. Okay, here we go, Janine. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to this. I apologize. Sometimes, things happen and we get challenged. All right. So this is Janine. And this is her before and after. And I mean, I would love for you to share like what happened here.
So, we all start somewhere. Where I was is I was unhealthy, but I felt like I was doing everything right. I was overweight, but I thought that I was eating clean. And I started to get depressed because I couldn't look at myself in the mirror because I just didn't recognize that person anymore. And so I was praying for 2 years for help for something. And I went to naturopathic doctors. I did all my blood work. Everything came back normal. And all my hormones were normal for my age. And I just was like, that's what made me depressed, thinking that can't be. So what I saw was a post. I saw Anne, and thank you so much for introducing me to these drops because
Yes.
my life has forever changed. I saw her posts and I watched and I watched and I saw different people and their testimonies about how the drops were helping them with whatever goal that they had. And I was very, very intrigued. But in my mind, I'm like, I've tried everything. I've tried everything. But what do I have to lose? So I started the drops. And so what I did was I started the drops. I didn't tell anybody I started the drops. I just started the drops. And a couple weeks in, this is what was the first thing that I noticed. I noticed that I wanted to create, I couldn't get my wedding ring off. I wanted to clean it. And it was just, I was full of inflammation. And I was washing the dishes and I was able to get my wedding ring off. That was the first thing, was like, huh. Then my husband comes home from work and he says, "Where's my happy girl?" He noticed my mood change. And I'm a happy person, but maybe not so much. But here was the thing. Within 4 weeks, I was able to go in my closet, which I didn't like. And I tried on a pair of jeans that I wasn't able to get into. And I was able to zip them up. Then something happened. I said, "Oh my goodness, it's the drops." And I got so excited. And I chose to start building a business because I knew that there were so many people just like me that had issues that I thought I could share with. And so that's why we're sitting here. I started taking the drops on January 18th, and on March 1st I decided to jump in and share these drops, and here we are in the beginning of August, and I'm excited, and it's amazing, hundreds of people later using these drops.
It's awesome. Oh my gosh. It's so much fun. So we are having so much fun here. I'm going to go back to my slideshow. So bear with me. But it is amazing. Like, one of the things I love is that, and Janine and I have talked about this before, we were talking about it yesterday, that the drops give people hope again. I know that they gave you hope again. They gave me hope again. We're going to hear from our friend Lisa Finn in just a minute, but I'm going to share some more pictures of other people. Like, this is Kristen White. She owns a CrossFit gym in Jackson, Tennessee. She's always worked out. This is after she gave birth to her child. On the left, she started using the drops because her body was out of whack. And I mean, like Janine said, I mean, I would be like, oh my gosh, I can handle looking like Kristen White. But she takes the drops because now she doesn't need to release any weight, but she really takes them. She just turned 40. She really takes them. She talks about to help, like, not only like help maintain her weight and stuff like that, but also, you guys, she takes it because her mood. That's the number one reason why she takes the drops. They really help her to keep her mood up because there's rhodiola, ashwagandha, and they really help to bring that cortisol level down, and also just to help boost the mood so that you feel your best. And that's what we want to feel. This is Ursula. She's a mom of 6. I met her in Florida. And these people are brave, taking pictures of their bellies and then posting, like, sharing them with the world. I'm like, oh my gosh, God bless them, because I'm just not that brave. But she was a busy mom, or is a busy mom, homeschools her kids, needed to create an additional income stream, and did it with the drops while she was on the ball field. And I love that. I love that the drops are for men and women. The only negative for us women is that men typically release weight faster than women. So it's kind of a little frustrating sometimes, because you can get like, oh, why are they losing it faster than me? But um, this is Misty. I love how if you look at, not only does she have these great results, but look at the skin. Look at the difference in just the glow that she has, and that's one of the things that happens with the drops. Now, I love this picture, these pictures, because the gal on the left, here she is. She looks incredible. I'd be happy with that. But she wanted to take her fitness to a new level. She wanted to go into a fitness competition. And I love that she used the drops to do that in a healthy way, because a lot of times in that world of fitness competition, people achieve the look on the right in an unhealthy way. So she achieved it healthy way, using the drops, lean meats, healthy fats, vegetables, and looks incredible. This is Dr. Crystal Vance. This is one of probably my favorite testimonials. Why she's had autoimmune challenges her whole life. So she was on and off steroid treatment her whole life. She, at her heaviest, I think, was close to 400 pounds. She's a chiropractor by trade. She started on the drops and she's released over 162 pounds. So she credits like how she looks, like the drops. We have some other awesome products, but she also uses a product called Venali because she's never had a skin surgery, which is absolutely incredible. If you release that much weight, most people have to have a skin surgery, and she used Venali, which helps to tighten the skin up. I love this here. You just see that the drops are for all ages. Our friend Ashley on the right, I met her just a couple of weeks ago in Columbus. She gained some weight after her mother passed away unexpectedly early on, and she gained some weight, and so the drops really have helped her to release that weight, and she has kept it off for at least 5 years. So I would love for my friend Lisa Finn. I don't know if you're there, Lisa. I'm going to pull up your testimonial. I would love for you to share
Sure.
about the drops and why you love the drops.
Well, I just want to say I really resonate with what Janine said, because I think there's a difference between being in normal limits and being optimal. And I guess the thing that I want everyone in this world to know is that we don't have to walk around feeling like blah and keep being told that we're in normal limits for our age. Like, I don't believe that our bodies were created to just walk around not feeling well, like having a headache all the time, like I was experiencing, or being so tired at 2 o'clock every day that you like have to have caffeine to get through the rest of the day. Like, we were not designed for that, you guys. We were designed for greatness and to feel great and to be able to pour into other people and serve other people. And we do that best when we feel our best. And the drops are helping us get there. So for me, I was watching posts that my friend Stacy was making. I was in the background. I wasn't doing a lot of liking or commenting, but we met for coffee before she moved, and I had a headache for a week straight. And I was like, tell me about the drops. So she did. And I just thought to myself, I have nothing to lose. This is a natural product. I already don't feel great. Like, what do I have to lose by trying these drops? So I tried them. And within 2 weeks, I didn't have a headache. And I had more energy than I've ever had from the 2 o'clock point on. And I, in fact, don't need caffeine in the afternoon anymore. And what you see here is 90 days. And I actually didn't lose that much weight, but my body completely recomped and I lost 12 inches. And I actually had to remeasure myself because I couldn't believe it. So you guys take the pictures and do the measurements, because the scale is not going to tell us the whole story. I actually don't even own a scale. It's a big head game thing for me. It's not good for my mental health to have a scale. Okay. So, let's count the non-scale victories and be happy about that, because the non-scale victories are so much more important. One thing that I will say, and I'm going to read this to you guys. This is a post that I made, and I connect to this so much because of what I do in my full-time job as well. It says, small daily shifts in sleep, stress, and nourishment send your body the signal you are safe, you can reset, you can thrive. So I do a lot of training and teaching around the concept of being trauma informed. And in the field of education, that's really important because we have to be aware of the fact that a lot of the kids we interact with have experienced immense amounts of trauma. But this also relates to our bodies. Okay. I want you guys to think about your body being out of whack. Okay. When your body is out of whack and your foundational hormones are out of whack, it's constantly seeking balance. So what that means is it's almost like you can think of it in like your body being in a fight or flight state all the time, right? And if we're in fight or flight, our body's constantly trying to compensate, right? With cortisol, insulin, all these foundational hormones to try to seek balance because your body wants to be balanced. But when it's out of whack, and then therefore it's trying to do all these things to balance itself, we're going to have impacts like poor sleep, headache, fatigue, brain fog, right? We're going to have all that stuff happening. And it's because your body is seeking balance. So when we take the drops, our body is doing this. It's signaling our body, you are safe, you can reset, you can thrive. And that is, I believe, why people are having such incredible progress on these drops, because your body is actually in balance. So if your body's in balance, you can thrive, because that is how we were created to be. So I want to encourage you guys, no matter where you're at in your journey, to count those non-scale victories and to just remember that you're giving your body a chance to be in balance and to do what it does best, which is thrive. So I'll just share that. And I just want to say, because doing this business has been so awesome. So this is Jenna. She chose to sit in on the drop talk tonight. And the other day, you guys, my kids were playing and they played drop talk. We're going to have a drop talk.
That's awesome.
And I said, my son is 3, he's about to be 4. And I'm like, okay, so if you were doing a drop talk, like, what would you say? And he gave the whole spiel. Okay. He could sell drops today. And so could Jenna. That was so funny. And I had to crack up because I just love the support that I'm getting from my family. And one of the things I love most about my husband is that he's just unconditionally supportive in everything, that I do. And it's been a lot of fun as a family, and it's a blessing, not only to be able to help other people get healthier and feel their best, but also to help our family financially. And, it's just been awesome. So thanks for letting me share.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, you're amazing. Irene's here too. For kids, one of the things that I love is that we do have an opportunity not just to help people who are, our generation or the next generation, but we can help our children, right? We can help them get healthier, and we can teach them healthier options, right? That maybe we didn't have. And the drops, are amazing. They're just amazing because they really do help us. And then, I know that, some, again, they're recommended for ages, 18 and up. Is that what those were the studies? But we have had, some children who, just depend, everyone has different needs. And what I look back and see for me personally is that I would have benefited from the drops as a child. And because they're homeopathic, like you can do, this would be it's basically based on weight. You could do a reduced amount. And again, you could talk to your doctor. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying, for when I look back on my life, I had food noise my whole entire life. What that is those constant cravings, always thinking about food. That's actually an imbalance of like the ghrelin and the leptin. And so, when you balance that out, you don't have the cravings. It's not just that you're disciplined, you don't have the cravings. So then you can make the better choices. So that's one of the reasons that I love the drops. And I joked with one of my friends from college. She's like, I've needed these drops for years. I'm like, Ellen, I've needed them since I was like 7. So, so that's why I love the drops, is because it just gives people an opportunity to get healthier holistically. So I'm going to share my screen again and keep going with the presentation. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. And so I'm going to talk just a little bit about the drops and how to get the drops. So Okay. So, so if you came on here, like chances are there you have a brand partner who can help you get the drops. We sell them for $167. That's the retail price that we as brand partners offer to our clients. That's a savings compared to what you would purchase them from off of the website. So that's one option. The next option is to become a preferred customer, which is basically just the same cost. It's just getting it as a subscription from the company and it's saving 15%. So that's basically the price we offer our clients is about a 15% savings off of what they would pay if they bought it directly off of our website. The next option that you have is the option that all of us who are brand partners took. And that is to become a brand partner. It's $29.95. It's a one-time fee. There's no renewal. You're going to get a replicated site, back office. There's award-winning marketing tools, and it's a great opportunity whether you're looking to, let's say you're like, oh, and you're thinking back to all those different products that we listed, not just the drops, but the burn and the protein powder or the, we have collagen products. We have so many different products. Maybe you're looking for some other products that you might be interested in. I recommend becoming a brand partner and signing up with the $29.95. And if you're interested in doing this as a business, we're going to tell you a little bit more about how to do that. So if you want to get started, you can get started with a 4-pack. It's $371. Again, we sell the drops for $167. So you're going to collect, let's say you sold all those boxes, you would collect $668. You pay back your investment of $371 and you're going to make $297, which is awesome. I mean, that's an awesome opportunity. But you have an opportunity here, which is what a lot of us, like Janine saw my post, Lisa saw Stacy's post. I saw a post when I started on the drops. And so it's an opportunity to turn the social media into really I call it like social media for good. We're putting it out there about how people can get healthier holistically. And so people, like all these people, they've sold a lot of drops on social media. I've sold a lot on social media. Janine sold a lot. Lisa sold a lot. Because guess what? People, even if you go look at my posts, and there might not be a lot of people that post, I get a lot of messages privately from people saying that they want what I have. They want to feel better. They want their A1C to come down. Maybe they need to release weight. Maybe they want to release inflammation. So if you're interested in doing that, what we have, which is fantastic, we have this app that we use called Boards. It is like a filing cabinet on an app on your phone, and it's been created by someone who's really organized. So that's really great. And it's plug and play, and we teach and train you how to do this along with us. So if you're interested in doing this with us, you have a couple of options. You can, like I said, you can do the 4-pack. We have a 10-pack. It's $880. When you sell all of those, you're going to collect $1,670. You're going to pay back your investment of $880, and you're going to profit $790. And then the next option is this was not available when I started a little over a year ago, but they made it available about 6 months ago. It's 30 boxes of drops. And this is actually how a lot of us order our drops now. And the reason is I want you to look at the math. If you're not a math person, I'm going to kind of spell it out for you a little bit. It's $2,300. So this is the beauty. This is what's different about partner codes. We get to buy this product in bulk. Okay. And when we buy it in bulk, the company gives us a significant discount so that we can make right now money in our pocket by selling them to friends and family. So when we purchase it at $2,500, we're going to collect $5,010, and then we pay back the investment of $2,300, and we're going to pocket $2,700. What this does as well is with this company, we have the opportunity to get to top pay within the first 4 Fridays. And this is going to put you at top pay right away. So what that means is that it's going to help you earn 30% upfront income for life. That's very unusual. And I mean, honestly, it's incredible. So, and so what we do is if you're like, oh my gosh, like Janine was like, I want to do this with you. And I said to Janine, you just need to do what I say. I did, didn't I?
You did.
And what I meant by that is I'm going to teach you how to do this because it duplicates. And then Janine had incredible results with following the system. So that's what's awesome is that we have a system in place. It's what Lisa has done. It's what Janine's done. It's what I've done. And what happens with that is it takes the guesswork out of creating an additional income stream. You can just we teach and train you to do it. So so what I would love to do is just see if I was gonna look at the chat. And you know, first of all, I just want to thank you guys for coming on here, and I'm going to stop the recording. And then if you have any questions, I'm going to open it up for that.